Hello, what's up, everybody? You are listening to Luminous Nova, and this is the first episode of the playthrough of Surviving Mars with the Green Planet DLC. Yay! We're doing the thing! This is my first playthrough for YouTube that I'm recording, so I'm excited to show you this game. This has been one of my favorite games, and especially with the Green Planet DLC, because I really didn't know what to do with Surviving Mars before this DLC. I always keep saying to people that don't have the game yet, buy it with the Green Planet DLC. It will make the game so much more fun, and it will give you an actual end goal of making the planet habitable and green. My playstyle is definitely focused on that. We're going to start a new game. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about why I'm choosing certain things, because they will significantly help you in the game. So here we go. Let's go for the first thing, our mission sponsor. This is something that you just get with the base game, but there is now with the Green Planet DLC, the Terraforming Initiative. You want to choose this one. They do classify this one as a normal difficulty, so it's not super easy. And with the Terraforming Initiative, in the beginning, you get a research for a wonderful farm. And with this farm, I've been able to just get to the game so much better. For our commander profile, this one is also very important, and I cannot stress it enough. The rocket scientist starts with an extra rocket, which is like, yeah, whatever in this case. But it also starts with a bonus tech, and the CO2 jet propulsions, they unlock the shuttle hub and a long-range transportation. Now, this is kind of vital to making your gameplay a little faster, because this will basically get your resources from one spot to another so much more quicker, because it can go through the air. If you don't have this, then you'll have to transport your goods from storage to storage, or with maybe one of the newer DLCs, you have the Martian rails that can do that for you. But it's very tedious to see your goods go from one storage to the other and then have to make it towards the entire map. So yeah, we're definitely choosing this one. Yeah, for the colony logo, you can basically choose whatever you want. They got a lot of fun logos out here. Don't panic. I do like this one. Don't panic. We're colonizing Mars. But yeah, I'm going for the Terraforming Initiative because I am going for the end goal of making Mars habitable, breathable, and beautiful. So yeah, we gotta have some trees on the logo. Now, for the mysteries, these are basically a little bit of a storyline that you get into the game. So you can select it at random, but you might end up with a super hard one. Because the things that happen in these storylines can be quite crazy. I've seen some quite crazy stuff. The first ones are easy, so they will not impact your gameplay as much. They will just have a little bit of events happen where you might need to do something here and there with resources or with people, but they don't impact your game as much. And yeah, starting on normal and hard, they will have a significant impact, and then your gameplay will maybe take a little bit longer. It will be a bit more eventful. So it's up to you really what you want to go for at that point. I've already played the game with easy modes, and yeah, I'm kind of feeling like for this playthrough, I'm gonna go for the artificial intelligence. It's a normal one. I've never played through this before, so I actually have no idea what's going to happen. So might make some fun gameplay moments to see what this story will be like. So with your mission sponsor, you get some funding, some starting rockets, and some starting applicants. So you kind of start in the beginning with no humans on Mars. You just basically send a rocket with some drones, and then you kind of have to make everything ready for the humans to come down. In this episode, I want to take you to that point from the beginning till when the first humans come down. And then, yeah, because after the first humans come down, you have to prove yourself. You have 12 people that you can import. And yeah, those 12 people have to survive for 10 nights. And when they do, yeah, you get to import more people and your colony will be classified as successful. And that's kind of where the true game starts, because then it's gonna get real interesting. But first things first, we gotta make sure that everything is ready. And we have to name our colony. So I'm gonna name it the Nova Nation. We are colonizing Mars. This is where we're going. Are you ready? Okay. Before we go and set off here, let's look at what we're gonna bring with us. So you basically get a few buildings. We got 2 drone hubs. I kind of want to see if I can make this one. And if I can get this one. No, I can't. I'm trying to get the RC Explorer because it can really help to have it, but I guess we're gonna have to do with more drones. The dozer. Oh yeah, we don't need the dozer right away. I'm gonna go and switch off from the game here a little bit because I remember playing through this and the dozer, I don't know, it's got helpful like way later in the game and not in the beginning, so you can always import these things later on. You can bring rockets down. If you have enough funding, if you can afford it, you can buy everything. Let me just check the polymers, machine parts, electronics. Yeah, this all seems pretty good. We got some drones working for us. Metals and concrete we can find on the planet. And then we do have a fuel refinery. Yeah, we do have a fuel refinery because that will take us, you know, back up again. Oh, and we also need water. The moisture evaporator. Okay, we don't have that one. Yeah, we're just gonna have to get it down with the next rocket. Let's get building. There is a couple different spots that you can land in, and they have certain threats and resources. This one, for example, yeah, you have dust devils and meteors coming your way, but it also comes with a lot of concrete and water. The 2 things that I really look out for is that the place has a lot of metal and a lot of water. Concrete is important too, but I think water is like the most important. This one seems pretty good though. I mean, it has a little bit less water. Oh yeah, you can also move it around if you want to be in a different spot, but they're more hazardous territory usually, so cannot recommend. Serenum Alpha. A lot of water. Concrete, metals, not so much. Let's see if we can find something that has more metals at least. This one has all the right things here, but I've actually played through this map and there is so many rocks everywhere. So it actually, yeah, it's very hilly. Ooh, I like this one as well. Xanta Alpha. This one has a lot of water, a lot of metal, concrete. Also has meteors, but okay, I think this is the one. Let's go.
Welcome to Mars.
Welcome to Mars. Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see that rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo. Our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planets, the drones and rovers. Our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavor will allow the brave pioneers, the founders, to settle on Mars and prove that the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen, and power. Our mission sponsor is Terraforming Initiative and our commander profile, Rocket Scientist. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at this map. Nice. I like what this looks like. There's a lot of ground to cover, but first things first, there's an orbital probe here that can scan the area. I only had 4, so I'm gonna just tap more squares because they will get scanned up to 9. You can already pre-select. We got ourselves a rocket here, a lot of tips in the left side of the screen, but let's look at what we got over here. This eye is something the RC Explorer can see what it is, and then this is a deposit for rare metals. Rare metals are your income in the game, so you really want to make sure that you place a dome next to that and get your people working on it as soon as they are down. So I'm just gonna build the rocket here. I'm gonna let it come down here, and then yeah, we'll have enough space to work with around. Now we have a bunch of stuff screaming at us on the left. So, boom. Rockets down. RC Explorer, scan the anomaly. I'm gonna go here on the research tab. I want to select that we are going to research the farm. This is a perk from the Terraforming Initiative. You get this one to research right away, and it is like the best food source option that I have found in my gameplays. Now you can also select more options. Ooh, this is also quite useful. But let's do this one first. Drones and rovers move 20% faster. That means more efficiency. Now, because of the Terraforming Initiative, we also have the first one unlocked, so we can start terraforming right away and make the world a little bit greener. So I'm just going to tap these to unlock further. In the meantime, we have the terraforming hints. Open them up because this is the terraforming introduction that you get. So the terraform Mars and creates Earth-like environment for colonists. Okay, I said that wrong. Let's try that again. To terraform Mars and create Earth-like environment for colonists, you have to gradually increase the 4 global terraforming parameters: atmosphere, temperature, water, and vegetation. Terraforming is a long process. Once complete, humans can start breathing outside of domes. Start by researching a terraforming technology when ready, and further terraforming info is available in the encyclopedia. Thank you, game. The terraforming buildings are already available. Yes, this is true. Vegetation. Vegetation parameter represents spreading and diversity of vegetation. Okay. Vegetation is increased by working forestation plans and by completing special projects. Yes. Okay. Martian vegetation research. Congratulations! You have successfully made the first step towards turning Mars into a lush green haven. You have unlocked the seeds resource that can be imported from Earth. Ah, nice! So yeah, you need seeds to be able to make the world greener, so this actually makes sure that from the start you can just import them right away. I'm also gonna play this game in a way where I want to start terraforming right away. I want to see if I can gradually like put it in there from the start. So the seeds are available. You can import them, or you can grow them also in farms as well. So that's how you can also get them. But yeah, in the beginning of the game, you need to take care of your humans. So. Oh yeah, we also got terraforming special projects available on the planetary view. We can actually send rockets. If you go here to the planetary view, you can actually send rockets to a different part of Mars, and you need something for that. So here it says import greenhouse gases. So yeah, this is something for the terraforming one. It increases the terraforming ratings. So if you send your rocket here with the additional inventory of 600 million and 30 fuel, then you will increase the temperature and the density. So that's pretty cool. Over time, you will also get more missions as well that will give you either resources or breakthroughs in the research tab. Because the research tab, yeah, they have breakthroughs here on the right. They will appear once you reach them. And they're quite useful, so I can definitely recommend going on a search for all the breakthroughs that you can find. Now let's check this hint. Water parameter represents the quality and volume of water on the Martian surface. Large enough quantities of liquid water will form planetary seas and oceans and affect vegetation. Yes, this is very cool. It's very cool when you get to the water part and really like make everything look super beautiful. Alright, well, we are here. Oh my gosh. We are back at Surviving Mars. Now, the first thing that we need to do is build a drone hub. It is time to gather some resources and to start building. So I want to be able to reach the concrete deposit here on the left. And I also want to have enough reach around, because in the beginning you kind of want to set up your storage as well, because there's all these metal pieces lying around, and if you have storage then your drones will just automatically put it there. And then yeah, in the meantime, let's set up a concrete extractor. We're also gonna need power. Okay, this one reaches. So let me check our power. I can recommend starting with the large solar panels for power, simply because they have a maintenance of metal that you can just find on the planet. Otherwise, the maintenance for the wind turbine is is machine parts, and you can't build them yet for a while, so then you would have to import it. Although we did come down with 2 Stirling generators, so I'm just gonna place one of those down as well. And then we're gonna start our little power grid over here. You also need to lay cables for everything, so make sure that everything is connected. And yeah, I gotta power this baby up as well. And then you also want to store power, although I'm not going to do it yet because the maintenance of this thing is a polymer. You do find polymer on the planet, but it's not a lot. So you would have to keep importing polymer until you can make it. And yeah, I'm just not going to do it yet. I will wait until everything is built first.
Milestone achieved.
Okay,
Get up close and personal with Mars, and you'll find it's anything but barren. We found another treasure in the form of a small deposit of a germanium-rich mineral.
Okay. The purity of the germanium found in the vein is amazing, which our scientific team presumes is due to the millennia-long loss of volatiles in the Martian atmosphere. Okay, so the effect is discovered a rare metals deposit. This is actually very useful information because this is our income in the game and they are so close next to each other. I wonder if I build a dome, can they reach both? Oh, they can reach both. Okay, so I can definitely recommend this map. That's very chill. So yeah, in the end, we also need to start making this dome. But I have another project that I want to work on first. But we need concrete for that, and for all these resources to get assembled, we are going to need some storages. So let's get on that first. You do have a universal depot, but it only stores 30 of each unit, so I do not recommend this. I would say just get a depot in every different thing, because then you can just store everything everywhere. Where do I want to make my storage area? I can make some more power stuff here. I'm just gonna make the dome so that I can see how it looks like. Okay, so I do have a bunch of space if I put it here. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna put it at the lowest priority, and I'm gonna turn it off so that people are not gonna do anything with it yet. Well, people, drones. And then let's get on that storage then. I'm placing food and rare metals, and I also want the fuel. I'm placing them a little bit closer to the rocket because I want it to be more accessible closer to the rocket. These things are all things that the rocket will bring. Now, polymers depot. Oh, we have our attention acquired. I am building my storage here. Notification. Just let me finish this. Machine parts. I just want everything set up. And then we got the seeds to power. Yes, that one also needs to go with the rockets because we're going to import them. Ooh, we can start building those right away as well. Okay, notification has to wait. Here is the extra planet for the terraforming DLC, and then we got the forestation plant. Oh, this one also has a maintenance in polymer. Okay, I was excited to build it, but since it only works with seeds, I don't have seeds yet. So once we get seeds, we are going to build this. Okay, let's look at our notification then. Dig deep. One of our scientists has just reanalyzed the scan data and found traces of resource deposits that you didn't know existed. The data seems correct, but our equipment wasn't calibrated to detect the sites. You congratulate your colleague for the discovery and decide on a further course of action. The effects is you have discovered several new deposits near the colony. Nice. Now we can choose something. So correct the search patterns, gains discount on deep scanning tech. Okay. Reveals deep water extraction and deep metal extraction tech. Additional resources in all of the new deposits. Oh. I'm going to do 3 because those things are pretty later in the game. So find water on Mars. We found water? Oh my god, there's water. Okay, that's not too far. We're gonna have to build our way to this to get like a decent water income, because in the beginning you can kind of work with the moisture evaporators, but you really need a decent water supply. Also, if you want to make fuel, you'll also need water for that, and that really brings your rockets up and down. So yeah. Which reminds me, I need to start thinking about fuel and water myself. Because this rocket is not going to get up. Okay, so we're making concrete, which means we can build a landing pad. Rockets are really dirty, so they make like a lot of mess on here. So I'm going to build the landing pads, give it the highest priority. And once this one is made, I am going to import another rocket, and I am going to get a fuel refinery Maybe I can already get the rockets actually. So here you can get a rocket for resupply, so you can get a cargo rocket or a passenger one. And if you don't have rockets and you're in a really tight spot, you can let down a supply pod. It can be deconstructed down there, and it will cost you 100 million, but at least if all your rockets are in use, you will still have something to get some resources down, so that will always be an option. So the cargo rocket, I really want to get the fuel refinery and some moisture evaporators. This is to create the water because it's going to take some time before we get to our water resource. And then polymers, I've been talking about them already. These in the beginning of the game also are very, very helpful for the maintenance of your electricity. So I'm going to get the polymer factory just right away. The machine parts and the electronics, those I usually just import. So with every rocket that I let down, I import a few of these so that, yeah, they never run out because some things do require the maintenance. And then we can also get some seeds down. I want to get a lot, but let's start with 10 because our funding, it's already going down and I want to keep it for emergencies. So, yeah. And then the dozer was recommended in the beginning. There is some landscaping that we have to do on the field, so might be useful to get this guy. Alright, I think that's our rocket. Let's just launch it so that it also takes some time to arrive. Let's see, I got fuel, I got 2 moistures, and then a polymer. Yeah, sounds good. Launch it. Ooh, I also could have bought some extra drones, actually. I usually do that in the beginning because your drones are so busy going from one place to another, gathering everything. Also, let's see if our RC Explorer can go here and explore this thing. We didn't import it from the start for nothing. So, yeah. I hope we have enough funding to get ourselves a nice setup. So at the top here, I kind of dove right into the game, but at the top here you can see everything that's happening. So you can see your money, your funding, your rare metals price, because your rare metals are what's going to make you your money when you export it. Here you see your estimated research per soul. And then we got power, oxygen, and water. We've already started with power, so that will show. But yeah, got your resources all up in here. Seeds, waste rock. Oh yeah, actually, waste rock, that's a good one. We also need to make a large dumping site for our waste rock. This is something that's very hard to move, so you kind of want to make it at a bit of more of a distant place. Oh, and this one doesn't reach. This one doesn't reach because the drone hub doesn't have that far of a reach. So yeah, let's just build 3 for now. Our rocket is 29% coming down. It's going well. We have some new anomalies. Our RC Explorer is not done yet, so let's just keep it up. Our landing pod is here. Hallelujah. That's cool. As soon as our rocket is down, we can start building. Yeah, we can start building more. Oh my gosh. Let's see if there's already something that we can do. I guess we would be able to do the water tower already. I want to place the water tower kind of close to the dome because we're going to need water there as well. But I'm thinking about how the grid will go because everything has to be connected with pipes. So where is going to be my fuel refinery? Maybe I can make it all a little bit on this side. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. So there will be a tank, and then I will put the moisture vaporizer there. We also need to start thinking about the oxygen. Let's just start building. Demoxy produces it.
Anomaly
And then we
analyzed.
have the storage. New texts are available for research. Oh, chill. Okay, let's go here. Let's see, what do we got? Moxie upgrades. Oxygen production increased by 50%. Yo, that's a significant reach. Okay, let's put that one up next. The research is going very slow, so you can also outsource and then pay for more, but yeah, this terraforming mode doesn't give you that much funding, so I would definitely keep it for emergencies and then just wait it out. Alright, we actually have the first resource complete. So this one that you see here, the fungal farm, this one is your food production if you don't play the Terraforming Mars edition. But it's kind of unnecessary to get it because we already have a farm, so it's really not that necessary, so you don't really have to research it as well. It's time to see what this one needs. We need 10 polymers, 20 metal, 80 concretes. So I think we're gonna have to get another rocket down with all of this because I want to keep these resources. Oh, we're already getting extra resources actually with this rocket. Okay, let's start building then. This is also something, your Stirling generator, it will produce 10 more power if you open it. So if you're low on electricity, this will be nice. Just, you have to be careful in the sandstorms, they get like destroyed, so you will have to close them. So always make sure that you have enough stored. Alright, the rocket is here. We're gonna get some resources. We're gonna get some extra vehicles. I don't really see a lot of metal laying around. Metal is kind of a very important resource. You can gather it all over the map, but you would have to need you would need like a vehicle for that, and we don't have that one yet, so I'm thinking of importing that one with some extra resources. But I first want to see how much we need, because in the dome we're gonna construct a lot of buildings. So for those buildings, yeah. Oh, I see that the metal is already going. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten the dozer, and we should have gotten the other units. Oh well. Oh well. So be it. Okay, now, first things first, we can build the fuel generator. The fuel refinery. Let's also build the moisture vaporizers, or whatever it's called. Okay, let's put here one. I'm placing them away from each other because if one thing gets hit by a meteor or something, I don't want to lose the entire thing.
Anomaly found.
Oh yeah, I think we actually... You... Scan the anomaly. Okay, so... Yeah, we need to start producing some fuel. We need to get these rockets back into the sky. We need to get another rocket down. Okay, the dome is connected to power. I'm gonna have to see in the menu what we're gonna do for the buildings inside the dome. So for the living complex, we need concrete. We have that. That's chill. Now I want to build the space bar. This one requires metal. What about this one? Also metal. Okay. So we're gonna have to bring down some metal. Then we have a grocer, also made by concrete. That's very chill. And then these are all concrete things. Okay, so if we bring down enough metal, we shall be okay. This one needs 5. And the dome itself already needs a lot. Alright. I do have another drone hub that can pick up some metal here. If I connect it here, then we're also going to be making our first way already towards the water. So I am going to put it right here at the edge. And this is where your transportation of goods will come in, because this drone cannot access this storage now. So I might have to relocate my storage so that it fits exactly in the range. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to get the drones, make all the resources go from storage to storage. So I'm just going to do and relocate this now. Because I don't want to walk into this problem later. This is like a very good tip actually, for if you didn't know. Alright, so the other ones were already in range, so we're gonna place the metal depot. And then we need the concrete. Food we already got, rare metals is there. Polymers. Everybody's working hard. Well, we just researched the drones and rovers move 20% faster. Let's go. Ooh, there we go. The dome is being built. Let me open up the power supply because now we're gonna need a lot of power.
Milestone
Boom.
achieved.
Uh-oh, we got incoming. I thought it said incoming meteors, but no, we got split powers. Building's not working. Leak detected. Oh. I think this is just not... Oh shit, we actually had some meteors coming down, destroying our power cables. Well, that's unfortunate. Luckily, we do have a milestone achieved for building a dome. We still have to launch a rocket from Mars. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this one off because there's nothing happening yet, and we're going to start building on the interior of the dome, which needs a farm.
Research complete.
Yo, we gained 1500. That is insane. Okay, we are getting through these research. Okay, yeah, let's go for that one. Domes without life support. The whole game is yelling at me, but there's no one living there yet. It's all okay. Let me just finish my dome here. Let's make a living complex. People gotta get some houses. And then to make a successful first dome, or at least like somewhat successful, you really need to have some entertainment for your people. So I placed down the spacebar for that. And then you also want to have an infirmary for the health of everybody. So I'm going to place the infirmary right here. And then you also need a grocer. A grocer is basically something that distributes food. If you want to make people more comfortable, you can go with a diner. Yeah, I'm thinking, what do I recommend? There's 12 people coming in first, and there's more people working in the diner than that are working in the grocer. So I think in the beginning, yeah, it would be nice to just go with the grocer. Let's see how that works out for us. So yeah, that basically gives you living, medical, foods, something to do, something to farm, and then we need somewhere to relax. So we have our beautiful fountains or gardens that we can place down. People can also exercise in these things and they can play around, so
Resources
it's
are
fun.
low.
And we're gonna have a little pond. And then in the middle there can be more. So I think this is gonna look great. Just gotta get the resources for it all. We need more power as well because we're gonna have to power all of this up, and we're already -3 right now. It's time to start thinking about that last rocket that's gonna come down. In the meantime, our farm is constructed, and I do want to point out that when your farm is constructed, you do need to select crops, otherwise it won't at a certain time. Make sure that you look at your crops and see the water consumption and how much it reduces the oxygen consumption. Also, some of these have a soil quality decrease, so if your soil quality is at 0, you often have like no food that comes out, because then the harvest will be failed. I also see that we have some seeds imported, of course. I got so preoccupied with the rest that I kind of forgot. But we actually have some terraforming equipment here. So I want to put this down because the world is going to get so green. It's going to look so awesome. Oh, no, I clicked the wrong thing. Stop. Woo! I was going to close it, you know, just like turn off the lights so that it doesn't require power. It is definitely time to get our last rocket down. We're making concrete, so we don't need that. We definitely need metals. We need the resources and maybe the rover to grab the resources from over the map, but I don't see that many resources laying around anyways. Here's some metal, but only 6. This is another thing. If you have meteor showers, they often produce polymer or metal that's just kind of laid around the map. Ooh, there's 48 here. I'm kind of scavenging the map because of all these metal resources laying around. I'm trying to determine if I shall buy the car that can pick those resources up, but there's like not a lot laying around on the map, man. It also would be a good idea for me to place a sensor tower. Now, in this building menu, you also see the shuttle hub. This is something that I mentioned at the beginning of the game. Let me also just speed forward so that the rocket can refuel. In the beginning, I talked about the rocket scientist that you had to get as the commander profile. It basically unlocks for you to be able to build this thing. So, yeah, once you have your first people on the planet, and you can get your hands on some more electronic parts, then definitely build it as soon as possible because it's going to be so chill to have. Alright, so we're all out of metal now, and I do have a feeling that there's also nothing here. This is outside of the range. Alright, let's go, cargo rocket. Yeah, this is a lot of weight. We need a lot of polymer as well. And then we need some of this, some of this. Ooh, the funding. And then, yeah, we want the RC transport. It's 200 million. Oh my god. Okay. Two extra drones to help lighten the workload. I think this looks great. I think with this we can build everything that we want and we can get our first humans down. Now, it would be nice if we could build another landing pad so that the rocket doesn't have to make a whole mess. I like it. Oh, we can shoot this one back into the sky. That is amazing. Return for Earth. Yes. Yay, milestone. Yes, we can get the rocket to come down. Yes. We are saved. Okay, I want the RC Explorer to come back here. They actually survived the entire map, damn. So you can go grab the resources and bring them here. Yes, so you can select a pathway for your RC transport. And I'm gonna go over the map and grab all these beautiful metal deposits and polymer. This is great. And then we have a rocket almost back on Earth, so then we can start importing our people. Oh my gosh, we're getting there. We are getting there, and then I also see that our forestation plant is starting to be built as well. The planet will be green, everybody. We shall do it. Also here, make sure that you put in something that the forestation plant will do. It works the same as the farm. You really gotta turn it on. And yeah, you can only do deletion. This is the first one. After a while, you can do the grass, but you have to terraform the planet a bit more. You need 10% water and 20% heat. But the start is here. Dome is open. Oh boy, I think we're ready to bring down our first people. By the time the rocket is down, this one can launch back into the air. It's already there. Okay, let's go and look at our applicants. Because you have to select who you're gonna bring on this adventure, and the first 12 are very important because they have to survive for 10 days, or souls, how they call it in the game, and you gotta make sure that they're comfortable. If you even get a Martian-born baby, you actually get like a little extra thing. So you have to do that within 10 days, but people have to be super comfortable for that. So we're gonna see if we can make it or not. Now, what you wanna look out for is that the people that you're importing at first, they have to be either youth or young, because otherwise you can't import old people because they don't work, and your first 12 people all really need to work. There's also tourists. They also don't work. They do give you funding if you bring them in. So later in the game, if you need funding, tourists can be a way to do that. Let's see. You could also filter. Going to put all the filters off. And I want youth and adults, and I don't want middle age because they do still work, but seniors they don't at all. So we're gonna apply this, and then let's see. Specialization. So I want people with no specialization because they tend to work wherever they can, so that's quite easy. And then I also want a geologist for the rare metal, and then a botanist for the foods, and then I want a medic for in the hospital. So let's see if we can find some good people here. I locked this one in with the right click because this one is fit, youth, and has no specialization. This one, okay, so there's also sexy people in the game. When you import sexy people, it greatly increased the birth rate. So the chances of having that Martian born within the 10 days improves. But this sexy person is also a whiner and a coward. So I don't know if we're gonna import this one, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Let's see if something better comes along, because this is a medic. We only need 2 medics. Chronic condition for our first batch, no. Eats double rations, no. Religious and an alcoholic, okay. Ooh, this one's also sexy. This one is a coward, but a nerd though. No specialization. Okay, well. Let's see what we got here. 111 people to go through. Let's filter a little bit more. Let's filter the flaws away. Let's not get people with a chronic condition or with gluten because they eat more. Yeah, okay, let's try this. Enthusiast and a hippie. I like you. Party animal. Whiner. Let's first go through the medics then. Sexy and fits, but is middle-aged. Oof, no, I can't. Workaholic and a gamer, also middle-aged. Okay, so we already have 1 medic that is sexy. So I'm gonna go for Zan Lao. And this is a male and this is a female. So we have sexy people that can hook up with each other. Okay, so the medics are covered. We got 3 people with no specialization. Let's see if we can get a geologist, at least 1. Ooh, rugged and fits. That's 2. I think that's enough actually. Oh, that's 12. Ooh, we got our 12 people. We got our 12 people. 2 medics, 2 geologists, 3 botanists for food, and then the rest is no specialization because they can go anywhere. Let's go. Let's get our first people down. Alright, our rocket can go into the sky. And then our first rocket with humans is coming down as soon as we clear the landing spot. It is go time. 12 passengers with only 12 in food are coming down. And they're going to have to go for survival. Here we go.
Achieved.
First humans on Mars! Hello everybody! Welcome to your new home, to your new mission. We're gonna read the message in a moment. We're gonna first watch these people get in. Welcome.
Have arrived.
Get into the dome. There we go. You can zoom in quite a lot. Welcome to your new house. I mean, the house is looking pretty cool. Everyone's in uniform. And yeah, now it's go time. The botanists will work. We're currently in the second one, so they're gonna finish that one first. Man, I hope things are gonna go alright. This is quite interesting. We only got 12 food, which is not a lot. So they're going to have to produce food right away, and I think we're also going to have to get
Resources are low.
a rocket down. The water! Oh no! And if I change this, does that help? Okay, let's see. Do we have something stored? Ooh, 0.6. That's not a lot. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we're gonna have to get a rocket down as quickly as possible with some extra moisture evaporators because we actually can't build those yet. So the two options that you have to get water is either from a water extractor, which is all the way over here. So we're going to have to, I don't know, we're gonna have to get a pod down. I'm just going to bring some foods and then let's see if it can. It only gives one. There's nothing else that fits in the pod. Alright. Well, we're going to have to make do. Let's just do it. Let's go for it. Dehydration already? Like, my people laying it here, I thought I had everything under control, and then they did absorb more water than expected.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. The next 10 souls will be full of difficulties and dangers, but also with great promises and opportunities. It is now to us to prove that Mars can be a doorway to greater riches and the future of the human civilization. Even the most epic adventures begin with a single step. The effect is that the arrival of additional colonists temporarily is suspended until the colony proves able to sustain human life. Your founder colonist must survive for 10 souls before additional people can arrive. Hints: the colony will be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event the first human is born on Mars. If you feel you are up for the challenge, try constructing a medical building and raising the comfort of the founders as much as possible with service buildings. Well, I think we're first gonna have to get out of this this problem here. Come on, game. Don't let me down. Don't let me down in this first playthrough for YouTube. Come on, here we go. 97, 98, 99, 100%. Dropping down. I don't care what mess it makes. We need to get this thing down on the ground so that we can build the other moisture evaporator right now. Right now. Okay. It's still not enough. Oof. This water production thing is very stressful.
Resources are low.
Resources are low. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure this out on the next episode. So if you want to see what happens, gotta come back. See if I can figure this damn thing out. What a great start of the game, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching what I was doing here. We had a great setup, but not enough water, so this is a very good learning opportunity. I am going to fix this in the next episode and then see if our humans survive. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you for the next episode or on Twitch for some live streaming. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.